So I'm going to give you a short version of what's going on, and if you need to know more, you can go back and read it your damn self. Um, so the point of this trip is that you are accompanying these 6 Zentarum wagons on a trip up to Yartar in an effort to determine who is specifically targeting them and trying to interfere with their business. And the plan is that there's going to be 4 wagons with goods, 2 wagons without goods, one of which you're going to be in, the other of which is going to be a Zentarum soldier with 4 other guards. And they're going to help you, but their primary job is to actually protect the wagons, whereas your job is to capture whoever you need to interrogate them, or whatever you've got to do to find out who's causing these problems.
Okay.
I don't have a lot of rules for you for how you can do it, but you have to keep in mind that it is possible to fuck up and prevent them from attacking at all, in which case you'll fail. So
Oh man.
that's pretty much it. Um, the way it's going to work is that from each place to each place is going to take a day and a half or so, and um, each day is going to be broken up into 6 4-hour time periods, and each of you can pay attention, keep watch for 8 hours a day. Any more than that, then you're going to get exhausted from trying to pay close attention to your surroundings for too long in a day. What happens if you try to do more than basically 2 shifts, 2 4-hour shifts? If you try to do more than that in a day, you're going to make a Constitution saving throw to see if you suffer 1 level of exhaustion. If you fail, you suffer a level of exhaustion. If you pass, you don't suffer the level of exhaustion, but the next time you have to check that, regardless if it's a couple days later on the trip, the difficulty will rise the next
Oh
time. So
shit.
the more times you try to pull that, the harder doing it is going to be.
Sorry, I must have missed it. Pull what?
Pull the trick of doing a third shift.
Okay.
Um, a level of exhaustion does go away after a long rest. But for example, if you tried to like, oh, it's the end of the day, I'm gonna finish my shift and then take my long rest, and you do it and you fail the saving throw, now you've got disadvantage on all of your ability checks because that's 1 level of exhaustion is disadvantage on all ability checks. So now you're not even going to be able to keep a good watch at all during that shift, and if something bad happens, you're probably going to miss it. So that is how that works.
Okay.
Um, so in the morning, and you can let me know as we go here if you've got any questions. Uh,
Do we have time to like plan out what we want to do here in the morning?
Yeah, so we'll say that you get up about 7 o'clock. The plan is to leave at 8, and the Zentarum at the gates of the barge right in have already set up the 6 wagons. The first has wine and ale. The second is going to have the Zentarum people. The third one has spices, herbs, grain, and corn. The fourth one has apples and pears, along with some spare wagon parts. The fifth wagon is your wagon, and the sixth one has metal pots and pans and clay dishware. Additionally, each wagon is pulled by 2 oxen, and there is a drover and a drover's lad who are responsible for driving the wagon and taking care of the animals. They are commoners. They have 4 hit points each. They will not be doing any fighting, but they could possibly be doing some dying.
Uh-oh.
What's in the second and third ones?
The second
Second
one
one was
is going to have the Zentarum people, and the third one has spices, herbs, grain, and corn.
Okay.
Okay. Um, when you first arrive at 7 to start making your plans to leave, a Zentarum soldier approaches you. He is a middle-aged Caucasian human male, about 6 feet tall, fairly well built. He's not a bodybuilder, but he's strong. He looks like he knows how to keep his own in a fight. You'd say similar to the way Maxon carries himself in terms of a fighter. He's wearing splint armor. He has a long sword on one hip, a short sword on the other, and a crossbow on his back. And he's blonde-haired, blue eyes. Has a duffel bag over one shoulder and a parrot sitting on the other shoulder.
He's dreamy.
He's got a stream of water running down his leg.
He came up to us, you said?
So you guys approach the wagons, and he says, "Hello there. Who are you?"
Hello, sir.
Hello.
I'm Theron. This is my party. I'm their leader.
I give him a
sure.
strange look.
What's your name?
Yes, I'm very happy to meet you. My name is William Strict.
Straight.
Strict.
You could have said it in regular English. I could understand you.
You're asking him.
Correct.
How do you
Got
spell
it.
Ah, it's going to be one of those trips, isn't it?
Listen, I gotta write down all this in my book, or I'm never gonna remember it all. Right? There's a lot of knowledge to be
It's
had.
like if you have, say, a strict parent,
Okay.
but
that's
throw
like-
in a K.
Wait.
Whoa.
Where's the K after the C?
Yes.
Okay. Please describe your abilities to me so I know in strategy in case we have to fight.
I am a skilled swordsman, and I'm skilled with the crossbow. I am in charge of the convoy, and we will be responsible for keeping it safe. You are responsible for finding out who is causing all of the attacks on our convoys.
Sounds good. It was nice to meet you, William.
Have you been on any convoys traveling from here to Yartar before?
I have been on the armored ones.
So you have never been ambushed.
We get ambushed almost every time we travel. However, my guess is that we have not been attacked by the people who are causing all of the problems.
Mm.
These roads are very dangerous nowadays.
It's true. Okay.
When do you know the convoys that have gotten attacked by the people that destroy it? Are the attacks usually at night or during the day?
If there were any survivors, we would know.
No idea on the time frame though. By the time the convoys are found.
Word of such things has not made it back to us.
Understood.
Should we come up with some kind of signal to be able to communicate from far away so that we can tell each other what's going on?
Think if somebody spots something.
Like if we need you to stop, or if you guys spot something, or someone's in trouble, maybe a keyword of some kind.
Sure. We can do
I-
that.
All right, Erkin's in charge of that. Okay.
Fuck.
Carry on.
I assume we'll be able to just yell to the drovers from inside our wagon.
My assumption is that he means a code word so that the ambushers do not know that we have spotted them.
Yes.
I don't see anyone.
I feel like we're going to be saying that a lot, though.
To go back to the dwarf's question, part of the problem is that since there are so many attacks that are happening, which seem to be unrelated, We don't know which ones are targeting us specifically, and which ones are pure happenstance.
Hmm.
So even if we could pinpoint the timing, we could not be sure who was behind it.
All right.
Yeah, that's going to be tough. If there's other people ambushing the convoy, we're just going to have to basically capture somebody and interrogate them.
Yeah.
That is the plan.
Does anybody have any good interrogation abilities? Or I have charm person, but no.
I'm pretty good with talking to people as far as persuasion and stuff like that goes.
One thing
as far as,
I've forgotten for the longest time to mention to you guys is that if anybody wants to make an intimidation check based on their strength, you can add your strength modifier to well, it'll be just your strength modifier, or if you're proficient in intimidation, your strength modifier plus your proficiency. You can use that
Ooh.
instead of charisma.
Ooh, so 0 plus -1.
I get a +7 for
Well,
that then.
Okay.
No, I wouldn't
Yeah,
add.
so then
I
you'd be
would-
because that's a classic D&D thing is that everyone's like, why the hell is it charisma? So like what? A barbarian isn't intimidating?
Yeah.
It doesn't make a lot of sense. And so a lot of people have said you can use one or the other because you can intimidate with words too. So
Mm-hmm.
I enter there and say, well, I didn't prepare it for today, but I can for days going forward. Zone of truth.
Yeah, that'd probably be good to
you're telling
prepare
me knowing what you had to do the next day, you wouldn't have prepared that in advance? I understand that you're thinking of it in this moment.
Yeah.
But I mean, is Grimgar an idiot?
He's got a lot of things.
Sometimes, yeah.
Well, I'll leave it up to you to decide whether or not.
Oh, okay.
Because
Very well.
that seems pretty ridiculous. The fact that he could know that spell.
I feel like Grimgar would have.
Yeah, Gungar's smarter than I am.
Well, he lives in that world.
Literally has a spell called Zone of Truth. How are we gonna investigate this?
Pretty funny. Okay. At least we talked about it.
Yeah, that's right. At least he talked about it.
Do you know if it's a new day today from the last time we played?
It is. You ended yesterday at 4 p.m.
I mean, boots.
Okay. Anybody think of any code words?
Like Red Sparrow or something. Are there sparrows along this
Sparrow.
trip?
I'll also
What's
have
See,
what's
the-
an animal you
the-
don't normally see on this?
Parrot knows a word.
We'll use 2 of them.
I cannot imagine I would ever remark on a sparrow.
Okay, so sparrow can be. There's enemies nearby.
Sure.
I'm gonna
And
use
then-
Percy too. He can.
What? Why are you laughing, sir?
Chris, tell me what his boots do.
Oh.
Not good.
Then we should come up with one so that the wagons stop as well, right? Or no?
Yeah.
Sure.
Halt.
I have a ring of pointing. I can point.
Well, halt would also be giving away.
Yeah.
Of course, if we're stopping, that kind of gives it away too, wouldn't it? So I guess halt would be fine.
I looked up
Yeah.
what stop is in German.
Oh,
Uh-huh.
God.
It's halt.
No way.
That is ridiculous.
That's so funny.
I like it. Let's do it.
Yeah, I think I guess we could try to act like we're stopping for normal, but then wouldn't we just call out, oh, we're gonna stop for the night or stop for a break or something?
Yeah, I guess we don't really have to hide that because we're going to be doing it regardless. It's not like we're going to fake them out.
Yeah.
Wait, no one said anything, but they're stopping. What do we do?
Should we get some more Zentarum like clothes? I look at William and say, "Do you have any spare uniforms?"
Yes, we could accommodate this.
That'd probably be a good idea, right? We all wear those over our normal clothes.
Yeah.
All right, yeah, let's get those for all of us.
Hmm.
Okay. He'll wander off to work on that.
Uh, does Maxon? So he kind of looks like Maxon. Besides, he's better looking. Is that
I
the
was
impression I get?
I was indicating that he's obviously a skilled fighter. He's not a chump.
Okay.
Coward.
Skilled fight.
Yes, he carries himself like he knows how to use a sword.
So
Does he
we
also
all
carry a sword?
You see
Yeah, he said he
now the other four Zentarum who are going with you, and they don't look like that. They're wearing leather armor. They have short swords and long bows. Um, so as a point of reference, uh, Strict is about as strong as Sir Herrick was, and the scouts are they're a half challenge rating. They have 16 hit points. They are not very strong.
they suck. Well, my thought is, we can have Percy watching for several hours of the day, as long as he doesn't get exhausted,
Yeah, he'll
and
always be
then
on watch.
yeah, and because he can be invisible, so they won't see him looking for people.
Hmm.
And then we probably don't want to display too many of us at any one time, lest someone gets suspicious and then not attack the wagon and we fail at our mission. So maybe if we have like two people that uh, do the watches, kind of sit up where the drivers are, and then one of the drivers sits down with us, something like that, or walks beside the wagon.
I see what you're saying. You also have a what's his name? What's your thing's name, Dundas?
Percy?
Percy.
I
Hey,
already
did it?
mentioned. I already
Did I
mentioned.
give? Who did I give, or did I not give anyone the teleportation disc?
I think you've still got it.
You held on to
You
it.
still have it,
I
yeah.
did.
You talked about giving it to me, but I think you ended up holding on to it.
Here you go.
You're giving it to me?
Yeah, I don't want this.
Okay. Is it in the?
Yeah, teleportation disc.
Okay.
So Maxton, you're pretty good at like percepting enemies, aren't you?
Yeah, I can sniff them out.
Yeah. And you look, kind of similar to a regular Zentarum soldier rather than Theron here. They see wizard, maybe they get a little suspicious.
That's true.
Maybe you'd be good.
Yeah.
And I don't know which one of us otherwise.
If this is one of my favorite terrain types, grassland or forest, I have advantage on things and I can do other things while keeping watch and stuff.
Sure. Yeah, I think this area has some of that. We could ask William Street when he goes back.
You guys have been around most of these roads already. It's mostly that with some swampland mixed in.
Ew.
So this teleportation disc is headwear? Is it like a hat?
No, it's not. I created it, and it's probably got tags that are irrelevant.
Yeah.
So
They. Oh, go ahead.
okay, sorry. I was
I
gonna
was
say, can I wear this? Because I don't have to attune to it. So can I equip it?
You do have to attune to it.
Do I?
Yeah, requires attunement. I'm gonna take out that headwear thing.
How do I? Tune to it.
You equip it first and then you attune it.
Oh, you have to have it equipped. Okay.
But I mean,
Okay, yeah, there.
it's the kind of thing that it takes an hour to attune to it. So I mean, if you weren't planning on teleporting any place,
Yeah. I don't think I would give up anything anyway. I like all my things.
yeah. So what
You
you
don't
would
have-
do is, if you wanted to go someplace, you'd take an hour to attune to it, use it, and then reattune to whatever you want to tune.
Yeah, that's what I would have to do.
The point is, if you were going to try to use it in an emergency, you would have to be pre-attuned to it and give up one of your other items
Yeah.
to take advantage of that. That's the whole point.
All right.
All right. So if Maxon and Erkin and Percy circulate, keeping watch, and the rest of us can kind of try to stay out of sight when we don't have to be
Yeah.
fighting or anything.
Okay.
Sound good?
Are you ready to go?
Guess so.
Want to
Finish
ask
my prep?
William? Hey, William, you're good with the way these wagons laid out and personnel are spread out?
I'm not sure what question you're asking. You talking about your party?
Yeah, them and us. Like, just our location, which
Yeah,
wagons
just
we're all in.
The order of the
Do you
wagons.
think that's sufficient? Do you think that's
Yeah,
sufficient?
he designed the order,
Okay.
and whatever you guys do is completely up to you. He's
Doing his
not in
normal
charge
thing.
of that. You guys have your mission. He has his.
So we're free to do what we want as far
Yes,
as
he's.
our mission. Okay.
If you guys fail, you guys fail. It's not his fault, and he's gonna. If you guys request something, he's gonna go with it.
Sounds good.
We can always just try to blame him for the failure. though.
So,
That's
on
true.
that, you guys good with it the way he laid it out?
I think so.
I
Sure.
think so. Okay.
If people attack, we'll just try to capture them and interrogate them.
Did we decide to split up in different wagons though?
That's what I'm getting at. We're not right now.
So just Maxon and who's the other one? Maxon,
Erk.
Percy, and who?
Erkin, yeah, and Percy.
Arkin.
I mean,
they're
they
just
could go in a
rotate.
different wagon, I suppose, and then one of the wagon guys can be in with us.
Yeah, one in the rear. And Percy be flying ahead of us.
He can only keep watch for the 8 hours or though. That's the thing.
I'd say just have two. Who is it? Maxon and who?
Arkin.
They can. This is just an option here. Have them in the back because Percy will be up front the entire time, and they can rotate in the back.
Do you don't think Percy can go longer than 8 hours?
Percy doesn't need a rest at all.
Yeah, he can only go 8 hours.
Damn it! I tried, guys.
Sued, so.
Wait a second. But Thunder said he doesn't have to rest.
Mhm.
Okay. Okay. Well, what do you guys think?
Yeah, I mean, they could attack from any direction, so who knows if it'll be from the front or the back or the side.
Everyone's gonna have their eyes out anyway, so. I think
Okay.
we'll just
So who is on the first 4 hours?
Percy start? Sure.
Yeah, Percy
We
can start.
got the two other lookouts are the two most
Okay.
quietest players.
Percy.
Percy will start it out.
Anybody else?
Who wants to be in the rear?
So we're staying hidden, Dundas, Grimgar, and me.
Fine, I'll do it.
That was my thought. I mean, we don't have to do that, but I thought if anyone's watching the wagons before they attack,
Percy
Yeah,
and
well,
Percy and
maybe they
Erkin.
get suspicious, but I don't know.
Yes, Joe.
Anybody else?
No.
No, I'm staying in the wagon.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then the other thing is, to the people in the wagon, you're not completely oblivious. Your passive perception will always apply.
Cool.
Okay.
You're just, it's kind of like if you drove for 8 hours in a day, you'd be pretty tired. And then trying to do another shift,
Mm-hmm.
that's because you're paying attention, like you're listening for people hiding to attack you. It's just exhausting over time. That's the point.
Oh, so one of us in the wagon can still listen and
Your
like
well,
watch out the back.
your passive perception is always working.
Oh, okay.
Cool.
Okay. All right. Where is Erkin?
Erkin's in the rear.
I don't know what that means.
It's far back of whatever I'm in.
Are you walking
Wagon.
outside of it, or are you in a wagon?
I can. How fast does a wagon move?
They are going to be moving 4 miles per hour.
That's pretty fast.
Yeah, you'd
I
have
guess
to,
I
you'd have to
should-
jog to keep up.
You're
Yeah,
on top of the wagon.
I'll be with. What are the wagons being pulled by?
Oxen.
Oxen.
Is there like an oxen cart at the front of it or something?
Oxen cart.
A cab.
Or a cab.
Cab.
Just kick one of the drovers off. Yeah, one of the
Sitting next to
people.
the driver.
Yeah, sit next to the driver, and the drover.
I want to be riding something in the back of the convoy thing.
So you can sit on the front of the last wagon.
Correct.
Okay. So you'll take the place of the one drover's lad. Where do you want him to go?
He could sit on the rear of the wagon
Sure.
and watch
That's good bait.
directly behind us.
Yeah,
Erkin,
Tom-
so
Tom
you're
to keep an eye
sitting
out.
on top of. This is like a covered wagon. You can't.
It's not like a little open.
It's not a carriage. Oh, you so, like, sit in the back with his head peeking out. There isn't really any room. These wagons are full of goods.
Okay.
What is
Yeah,
what is
okay.
wagon 6?
You should be in with the guard guys then, if you can fit
Can't-
in there.
I can't sit on a pot.
They're just
You
full
throw-
of stuff. I mean,
I know.
remember they need everyone to believe that this is all the wagons are full of stuff, so they're as full as they would normally be.
Have him sit on my lap.
So you
Okay.
can either sit with the other guards or with us.
He's with the other guards.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Erkin is sitting next to the rear drover. Okay.
Cool.
You ready to go?
Rock.
Ready to go.
All right. So you guys
Hooray.
take off on the Cairn Road toward Red Larch, and during the 8 to 12 shift, Percy and Erkin are keeping watch. Please make perception checks.
Now, do I get nothing? 9.
9.
Percy is
Well, actually, it's wisdom, so
12.
I get double proficiency.
12.
12
Oh
for
no.
Percy.
Yeah, 12. 12.
Give me 12.
Yes, that's right. Okay, you both got 12s. All right. During the first 4 hours, you travel 16 miles, and you don't see or hear anything weird the entire time. At noon, Strict has the wagons pull over to give the oxen a 2-hour rest. Who starts the noon shift for the 2-hour rest and then planning on the next 2 hours of travel after that?
For the what?
I will. I will. Done this.
Okay, Dundas and
Me?
Percy, continue.
Percy can continue.
Yeah.
What you want to do?
Yeah.
Dundas
Sure.
and Percy. Do we want anybody else, or is 2 people enough?
I think maybe one more in the middle or
I
something.
mean, the way it works is there's 6 shifts a day, and there's 6 of you, and you can each do 2. So mathematically, it evens out to perfectly 2 a shift, but you don't have to do it that way.
Okay,
You do
I'll
it
do one.
however the hell you want.
Baron?
Okay, so Dundas, Percy, and Theron. Percy's still flying above. Where are Theron and Dundas?
I'll just swap spots with the driver in our wagon, or not the driver, but the other guy.
Okay, the drover's lad. Okay.
Guess I'll go up to the front wagon.
Okay. Theron's on the
And
front.
Well, Percy's still up front,
trade with one of those guys.
Yeah.
so you could show where Erkin was.
Just not near where you are.
Yes.
Is it?
Yeah, you guys were in wagon 5.
I mean, he has a height thing,
Oh,
but he can't
yeah.
see like under the
Okay.
leaves.
Okay. Cool.
Okay. So 1 and 5. Fine. Make your perception checks.
Perception
15.
15,
plus 0 equals 11.
11, and Percy.
Oh. Let's see. Oh, 16.
16. Okay. Very good checks. Okay. 2 hours goes by. You rest. Keep a good lookout. Nothing approaches. Nothing comes down the road in either direction. You load back up into the wagons and do another 2 hours of travel. And you see ahead on the road a small plume of smoke. As you approach enough to get vision on it, and Percy flies a little bit ahead, he can report back to you, and Theron can actually see it pretty well too, that there is a wagon on the road ahead which appears to have been burned out. The fire is out now, but smoke is still rising from the wagon. At the point where you're making this out real well, it's about 200 yards down the road.
I let our wagon know. What Percy sees.
Okay, I tell the driver
Alright.
to
Stranger danger.
that we should stop and check out the smoke.
Okay, all the wagons stop. You're 200 yards away.
You want to go on foot, or should we get a little closer with the
We
wagon?
should probably go closer.
Do you come back to our wagon to like talk to us, or
Yeah.
but we don't want to. I say we don't want to scare anybody away if they see all 5 of us.
That's
You know,
true.
We're not normal-looking soldiers like those other crappy guys, or even that Maxon impersonator.
I think we can roll up a little
Want to
closer.
send Percy up, and we'll just continue as usual.
Okay.
Yeah, let's get a little closer. I think
Have Percy like 50 yards ahead of us.
Okay.
And
Just-
there-
Same
just 'cause
pace?
when-
Yeah,
yeah,
continue the same.
I mentioned because when Snake Mother had too many guards, they didn't get attacked, and I know we don't have that many, but we just look different than
Right. When they had
Those are-
25 guards, they looked like these other idiots that you're with. They didn't look like, again, a wizard or Maxon, or a trash elf.
Hey,
Beautiful blue.
And as I'm going back up to the wagon, I tell Strict what we see.
Okay. All right. So Percy flies up 50 yards ahead. You keep the same pace?
Yes.
Okay. You keep up the same pace. Percy flying ahead. At the point where he's about 50 yards away, so you're about 100 yards away. He tells you that he can see it pretty well. He doesn't see any signs of movement. The wagon's in kind of an open area, so there's no trees or bushes around that it looks like anybody could be hiding in. But he sees, no bodies, no people, no movement, just smoke coming from a burned out wagon.
All right. I'm gonna.
And you're still moving, so let me know.
Is
Keep moving
Dundas
past it.
in the front of our wagon?
I'm in the front.
And this is on the front of your
five.
wagon.
Yeah, I say Dundas, maybe you should hop off and just take a quick look at the wagon.
You can look through Percy's eyes as well.
That works.
Yeah, I just use Percy to swoop
Okay.
through the wagon and close.
All right. So you sitting on the front of your wagon, your vision leaves your body and pops into Percy's, and you fly up closer to the wagon to get a look. He again sees nothing.
Keep moving on.
I
Well,
communicate back.
this is not an investigation. He's not making an investigation check. This is still perception.
Just what he sees, right? Okay.
I mean, you can ride right by it if you want, but you also don't have to do that.
Guess we should
I
investigate
I
once
was
we get
thinking,
close.
yeah, just to see if there were
As,
markings
as,
on it or
as we pull up like near the wagon, I just want to yell halt.
Okay. Yeah, so the wagons stop, we'll say 20 yards short of 20 yards short of where this wagon is.
So we'll have one person stay back with the wagons in case it's a trap, and the rest of us go check out the wagon together.
I'll just sit on.
I don't want to get out of the wagon. Just stay in the wagon.
No. Okay, I'll get out.
I was gonna say have Dundas stay because he'll know if there's trouble ahead, but just Percy, you won't have to actually run back and tell him. You know what I mean?
I just don't want to reveal too much of us at once in case there's a trap and then there's people watching.
Okay.
That's fine.
Like what? Yeah,
If we scream, we're dying.
got it. Or you're only 20 yards away. I'll jump out.
So who's going?
Okay.
Theron? Who else?
Me.
Not going.
Axon.
I'll go.
Okay.
Just us three?
Yeah.
Okay.
So Theron, Maxon, Dundas, and Percy. Right?
Yeah, I'm gonna have Percy just fly off.
And I want to use my perception as I walk and investigate the wagon.
Okay. How about the three of you then make investigation checks?
Yeah, I was just about to ask. Okay.
That is a
12.
19.
14.
14. All right. As you approach, you see, there's no signs of life, no bodies or anything like that laying around. All of you notice that there actually is some blood on the ground around the wagon. And Dundas and Maxon check out the wagon itself and determine that, like most wagons, it is, built to be sturdy and weather the elements and everything like that. But it appears that someone used oil to encourage the fire along on this wagon. Meanwhile, Theron, looking around, based on the condition of the wagon, determines that this wagon had been attacked and burned early this morning. In fact, whoever owned this wagon didn't even make it on the road for the day. He can tell, checking the nearby ground, that some tents had been set up, and it appears that they had been attacked while they were asleep, and all the tents and all the other stuff were taken. You find boot tracks around the area and near the blood, indicating that they were probably attacked by humanoids of some type. Where the bodies probably had been, you rolled a 19, so you're getting a lot. Where the bodies probably had been, based on big clumps of blood, you find fresh ankeg tracks. Those are those underground bug things that you had to get the poison from that one time
Okay.
that burrowed out. And you believe that's why there's no bodies. You make a quick search of the wagon, and what apparently was not found but was now easier to find because the wagon has been burned, Theron, you find a secret compartment in the wagon.
Ooh. Hey guys, looks like there's a secret compartment in this wagon.
Ooh, check it out.
Let's check it out.
You open it up, and you find a small sack with 50 gold in it, and you find a pair of goggles.
Okay.
Sweet.
Is that a
goggles.
custom item?
Huh?
Is that a custom item?
Yeah, I mean, whenever you don't have a good description of what something is.
I didn't know if there was like a generic goggles thing
No,
that I should be putting in.
no.
Cool.
That's everything you find out.
Okay. And what time of the morning is it right now? Or day?
It's
No, you said it
not.
was noon
It's
earlier.
not morning. Yeah, it
Afternoon now.
is. Close to 4 o'clock.
Okay, so this happened probably when we left this morning.
Strict,
All right.
Strict wants to travel for 2 more hours before stopping.
Okay. I
Do
will
you
relay
report
that
back what you
information.
found?
Yep.
Yeah.
And I'll let Strict know as well.
Any idea who they were? Doesn't sound like there was any identifying marks.
Nope, you didn't find anything.
Ask Strict. Any idea if this is a normal occurrence or one of these special groups we're looking for?
He has no idea.
Okay.
Attacks happen constantly.
All right.
Again, there are monsters. There are regular beasts like wolves. There are orcs. There are Uthgard. There are bandits. You could find remains attacked by anybody, and it wouldn't be any different than anything else. He's not going to be a lot of help in determining whether it's the right people or not.
Okay.
Okay, that is the end of that shift. 4 to 8, you're planning on traveling for 2 more hours and then making camp for the night. Who is on this shift?
I will take a shift at camp time.
So you want the 8 to 12 shift?
Yeah.
Who's
I've been
taking?
kind of napping in the thing all
I
day.
want a nighttime shift. So a later shift.
Okay, we'll worry about that later. Percy's already taken
Okay.
2. We need whoever. We don't need 2. We need however many you want for 4 to 8. 0 is an option.
Am I able to continue?
Yeah, you can do 8 hours a day without any penalties at all.
Okay.
And I've just did what?
1.
Same as
You
me.
did two. You did 2.
Dundas
So you're
did 1.
done. Oh, you did? Oh, that's right.
Percy and Erican first, then Dundas, Percy, and Theron.
Sorry.
So we'll just continue on, Dundas?
Yeah. I'm
Okay,
good. Keep
Dundas and Theron.
Cool.
All right,
Person
make your
comes
checks.
back to the rest, I guess.
And I'm trying very hard not to
20.
hurry you guys through
Or
anything
no,
because
sorry. 16.
16. I'm trying very hard not to hurry you guys through anything because I know when things happen and you guys don't. But try not to take forever deciding who's going to do a shift because we have lots of shifts to get through.
Okay. 13.
13. All right. You
Yeah.
travel for. I'm sorry.
I thought I'm not in there still, am I?
Right, you haven't taken a shift yet.
Okay.
You travel for 2 more hours down the road at a pretty good pace, and nothing happens during those 2 hours. You have now traveled 2/3 of the way to Red Larch, and it is time to stop for the night. It's 6 o'clock while everybody else is setting up camp for the night. Theron and Dundas take the first 2 hours keeping watch and making sure nothing happens while everyone else is distracted. Nothing happens then either, and it is now 8 p.m.
How many other people besides our group is there? Total?
There are 12 people involved with the wagons and the animals, and there are 5 Zentarum.
Okay, I can use a ritual to put some people.
And there are 12 oxen and a parrot.
Ooh.
I can put 9 creatures in my tiny hut, and that'll keep them safe for 8 hours.
Ooh, me.
Why don't you explain to them what that is? Because they have no clue.
Okay, so my tiny hut it's a ritual that I have. It lasts 8 hours.
Okay.
It's a 10-foot radius dome. It springs into existence, and it's stationary for the duration. Spell ends if you leave its area. 9 creatures of medium size or smaller can fit inside the dome with you. The spell fails if its area includes a larger creature or more than 9 creatures. Creatures and objects within the dome when you cast the spell can move through it freely. All other creatures and objects are barred from passing through it. Spells and other magical effects can extend through the dome or be cast through it. The atmosphere inside the space is comfortable and dry regardless of the weather outside. Until the spell ends, you can command the interior to become dimly lit or dark. The dim is opaque from the outside or of any color you choose, but it is transparent from the inside. That's it.
Tiny hut.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. So I feel like we could put some of the non-fighting people in that dome.
I don't know. I
That's
think
pretty
we want to
good.
be attacked.
Hmm?
We want to be attacked. Just to like
Who
impede
would
us
want to
being
be attacked? Is that what you're saying?
No.
He's
Oh,
saying
you're-
he's
you're-
saying that you guys want to be attacked because you want to
Right.
capture ambushers.
Yeah. No, I'm not saying us. I'm saying the non-fighting
Yeah.
people showing it.
But he's saying if it looks like it's just the non-fighters, they'll be more likely to attack. So if we're
Well, they want
hidden
the
inside
stuff.
this dome, yeah,
I can camouflage the dome.
if they just see a bunch of strong guys sitting out here, they're like unlikely to attack. Versus if it looks like there's no guards, then they're more likely to attack. So if you camouflage a dome and then like the soldiers and we sit in it, that'd
Do
probably
you
be
think
better.
they want to kill these non-fighters really badly? I don't
Sure,
think they're
why
after
not?
the people, are they?
Well, they don't want to leave witnesses.
I mean, we're not
could
going
be.
to be disappeared if they're also there with us. We're still going to see all the strong fighters.
Oh, I thought you could make the dome like hidden.
I can hide it.
Oh, yeah.
We can all go in it.
Okay,
Yeah,
so you
I
want
guess I
you want the
thought
strong
we'd
fighters
hide
in
in
it.
it kind of thing. Like you'd make
Okay.
it dark or whatever
So
when it's
use
dark
the
out.
use the non-fighters as bait,
Yeah.
kind of thing.
I mean,
Yeah, that would make
Yeah,
it more.
women and children.
I mean, that's what
Yeah.
that's what you're doing during the day anyway.
That's true. Okay, yeah, I see what you're saying. That makes sense.
Okay, so
Give that kid a sword.
it's the five. So the 5 of you and Percy are going to be inside the dome.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah.
We can let Strick be out there in case it's.
Okay, so
Unless
yeah,
unless we're
crazy.
keeping watch. Yeah.
so they set up their waxed canvas tents, and somebody makes some food and everything, and kind of settling down for the night. They're feeding the animals and watering them and everything else. So the 8 to 12 shift, as the sun goes down, Grimgar and who else?
Didn't Erkin say he wanted to watch?
What's his name hasn't done it at all.
Maxon.
Maxon?
Yeah, I'll do it.
Yeah.
Okay. Is that everybody?
Yeah.
Okay. Grimgar and Maxon keep watch, which is good that Maxon's getting a watch with light because he can't see at night.
Is that sarcasm?
No, that was a fact.
Okay.
That's all right. I have
That was
Is it-
sarcasm.
so it is light.
It's 8 to midnight, so the sun is going down.
Summertime, isn't it? Sun's up to like 10.
Red light.
Well, the way we've been doing it is that I've had sunset at 8 and sunrise at 6.
Okay, because you said it was good that he could see it because it was light. Was that sarcasm or not?
sarcasm.
Well, the 8 to 12 shift is better than the 12 to 4 shift.
It is.
That's
Yeah,
when it's
that's what I
dark,
meant.
dark.
Good
Okay.
point.
You're
Okay.
not watching during the dark.
It's darkest before the dawn.
Good.
Dark,
Okay, Grimgar and Maxon, make your goddamn rolls.
Cast anything nice back then.
Perception.
Ooh, bad.
Yes, perception.
Total of 8.
8 for Grimgar.
I got a total of 11.
11 for
Ooh.
Maxon. All right.
Good.
So 8 to midnight, you guys make your watch, and you don't hear anything strange. You don't see anything.
Phew.
Midnight. Who are you waking up to take a shift? I also need to know when
8-hour
meditating
watch?
people are meditating.
After we do a watch, how long do we need to before we can like
Watch
health,
again.
go back
Long rest.
health after we're healthy?
Long rest.
It's a long rest, 8 hours.
So have I gotten my 4 hours of rest then?
If you started meditating at 8, you did.
Okay. Then that's
Yeah,
what
I
I
do
did.
that too.
I will wake up. The Urkin only did 1 4-hour shift during the day, right?
Right.
Yeah, I'm gonna wake up Urkin and tell Max to go to bed, and I'll stay awake again. I'm gonna sleep during the day.
Bedtime.
Okay, so it's Erkin and
Grimgar.
okay,
And I have meditated.
okay.
Do you have dark vision, Theron?
Yes.
Erkin
So is
and,
Erkin.
and Grimgar. Okay. Make your perception checks.
Oh yeah, 23.
23, okay.
21.
21. Wow, what a good
Man,
roll.
great.
Okay.
That was really good.
So you
Great.
guys sit. What color is the dome, Theron?
Can I make it the color of whatever the ground is in the area?
Mm-hmm. Yep, so it's kind of a well, right now the color is black because it's nighttime, but we'll say it's dark green.
Yeah. Just go with green.
It's dark green. So around 2 a.m., both of you hear that there is something trying to quietly approach the camp.
There's something quietly approaching the camp.
What was that?
There's something quietly approaching the camp.
Do I hear that?
No.
Um,
You both with very high rolls listen, and you can tell based on the approach that it's wolves.
Ah.
Damn wolves.
I say it's just some stupid wolves, and I will touch Erkin's armor and cast light cantrip on it so he lights up.
All right. Erkin's armor lights up, and the interior of the dome is now very bright.
Hey, when you cast a spell, can you amplify that because of my armor or special abilities? So it's really bright?
No, it's not an attack.
Magical effect placed on armor.
Oh
to
yeah,
deflect
you're right. You're right. You're right. Yes. Okay, it's very bright inside the dome. None of the light escapes from the opaque exterior of the dome.
So I'm just sitting there and I don't notice the bright light.
Yeah, you're all awake now. It's bright as fuck in there for no
And
reason.
I was already awake.
Oh, what's going on?
Yeah.
So there's some wolves outside. I whisper quietly.
Where?
Grimgar points directly at a wolf he can see.
Right
Oh.
there.
He rolled a 23.
Get out there, Erkin.
I say let's scare him
Scare him
away.
away with your armor.
All right, I want to go out and scare him away.
All right.
I'll go out
Waking
with
us all
him.
up.
Erkin and
Tired
Grimgar
as fuck.
step outside of the tent, and the fucking sun has risen. It's suddenly bright as hell out there, and the wolves scatter.
Say good job.
I immediately
How long does this
go back
last
to
for?
sleep.
1 hour.
Can you turn it off?
Uh,
I would think so.
doesn't say. I turn it off if I can.
Let's see.
It says until the spell ends. Object sheds
I
bright
mean,
light.
it
I think
works.
you can end
It
the spell,
literally
right?
says the spell ends if you dismiss it as an action.
Ah, okay.
How do you not know? It's not that
I
long
didn't
of a
read the
description.
whole-
It's like
Yes, I dismiss
4
it.
sentences. You know how long some of these spells are?
And that was the
Holy
first
shit.
and fourth sentence.
The first. Right. Literally, the first word was ends if. Yeah. All right.
Oh,
The rest of that watch until 4 a.m. goes by and you don't notice anything else. You successfully scared off the wolves so that nothing happened.
Good
Sweet.
job.
4 o'clock.
the sun
Who's
has
taking
risen.
the last shift?
I go to bed.
Sun's up. I'll do
I
it.
wake up.
Maxon.
The sun's not up till
Percy?
6, but Percy's already taken 2 shifts.
No, nighttime. No.
Oh, Percy didn't rest. Percy's still resting.
Yeah, me and Percy's
This
doing that.
this does not reset until 8 a.m.
So I can't do it, right? Someone else.
Everyone has done 2 except Maxon.
So only Maxon can do it.
You
Good
can
luck,
have somebody
Max.
else do it, but they got to make the roll. That's all.
Can
What's the roll?
one of the
It's a Constitution saving throw. If you pass,
Zentarum,
what?
can we have one of the Zentarum dudes do it?
They are perpetually keeping as much watch as they're going to.
Okay.
I
Have
mean, I'll
Percy
do
roll.
What's his wisdom?
so-
I've got a really high wisdom.
Percy?
I can stay up
Yeah.
again.
I mean,
Again, so the let me explain again so you understand how that works. If you take a third shift in a day, you have to make a Constitution saving throw. If you let me find the chart for exhaustion. If
I
you
don't think we
fail
should
it,
use
if you
Percy.
fail the check, you have 1 level of exhaustion. 1 level of exhaustion means disadvantage on ability checks. If you have 2 levels of exhaustion, your speed gets halved. Okay, so it gets worse and worse as you gain levels of exhaustion. Every time you take a long rest, you get 1 level of exhaustion removed. So it might not last for very long. The downside is that every time during this trip that you do one of these checks, regardless if you pass or fail, the next one gets harder. Okay?
Got
And
it.
I'll say, I'll give this to you because you don't know the game as well as I do. The first difficulty is going to be 5.
That's not very bad.
So we can completely avoid having to do
honestly-
this if we just do 2, 2, 2, 2, 2 every time instead of having Percy
Yes.
go
Yeah,
But-
to
I
other
think we
people.
just.
But the more people keeping watch, the better odds you have of finding something when it happens.
Right. So we can do that 2-2-2-2 thing, but not
We'd
right
have to
this-
have
we
we would have
wait
to
for
have
the reset.
Maxon go by himself.
That's fine.
I'll
let's
do it with
Yeah.
him. I want
But
to do
then
it with him.
you'd have to roll exhaustion later.
But it's only a 5 right now.
I think we can have him stand watch by himself.
Okay, yeah, we can, and then just go on as normal.
Yeah.
After that, okay.
I think
Erkin
we'll
wants
take
to-
the
wants to
chance.
roll.
So
I mean, my
Maxon,
Constitution's already +5, so I would
Not
pass the
ready.
first one.
Maxon by himself.
I think that should be the way it is. Is that what we all agree on?
Oh, I
It's
thought we
fine
were gonna
with
have Erkin do it.
Oh, up to you guys.
Was that
Am I
not what
gonna
you're saying,
die?
Erkin?
I want to.
Okay, Erkin, you
Yeah, go ahead.
decide. Just decide.
I'll do it.
Okay, make a Constitution saving throw first.
Natural 20.
All right, you pass. All right, now both of you make your perception checks.
16.
Nothing's gonna happen.
16.
20.
Okay, 20. All right. Okay. The 4 hours go by. The sun comes up. Everyone starts waking up to get ready to get back on the road in the morning. Nothing happens.
New boots.
So
New boots.
Erkin rolled after he rested or before he rested?
You roll first because you're already tired.
So his exhaustion was a part of the last day.
He didn't suffer exhaustion. He passed the save.
Well, I know, but shouldn't he roll for the next day because he already rested?
We're doing a reset every 24 hours. I'm not keeping track of 6 different people's stuff every day. It's too complicated. I'm not really sure what you're asking still, though.
Well, I thought he after the rest he was back to like 0 hours. So then he has to get to 8, and then once he gets over that, then he has to roll.
The 8 hours a day thing is resetting every day at 8 a.m. If he had
No
failed
matter when
that,
you're sleeping.
if he had failed that and gotten a level of exhaustion, he would have immediately recovered it because I'm doing reset at 8 a.m. every day.
Okay. Okay. So
So
that was
even if
fine
he'd
then.
failed, he would have gotten it right back.
Gotcha.
But the reason why he rolls it first is if he fails, he has a level of exhaustion, and his perception check is at disadvantage.
Okay.
Then that, yeah, okay, cool.
That's why you roll it first, because you're already tired when you start the shift. Anyway,
Okay. So that's good to know. It resets at 8 a.m.
yes. Okay, you get back on the road at 8. I gotta check these boots out. Neat, that's a good one. Do you want to tell them what the one for the previous day was, since they didn't get to see it?
I would pretty much drown if I stepped in any body of water.
Jeez.
What do they call like cement boots?
They weighed 500 pounds if they got out in the water.
And he
Oh my god.
he couldn't get them off. They weighed 500 pounds, and he was unable to swim.
Wow.
Wow.
Some nice boots.
I was hoping you guys would like go over a bridge or something. You'd be like, "Eh."
Oh my god.
All right. 8 to 12.
I take a nap.
Um,
We
Percy.
want to stick with our pairs, or will we go Dundas Percy to start now,
Yeah.
and then me and
Percy.
And this
Okay.
shift,
Those
this
of
shift
us-
is going to take you all the way to Red Larch, by the way.
okay.
Yeah, me
yeah.
and Percy will go. We'll start it off.
Are we gonna stay at Red Larch overnight?
No, you're going to take a break there, but the plan is to do 8 hours of travel every day.
Okay.
So you're not
Okay.
going to stay there overnight. The math does make out that you would stay in Rustbridge for a night.
I say to Theron, those of us with dark vision should probably try to
Good nighttime.
get the night shifts. Yeah.
So we'll just have Dundas and Percy go 8 hours straight.
Sure. And also, just so you know, Percy does have dark vision.
Ah. So
Should have
who
that.
doesn't have dark vision? Maxon and
I don't.
Maxon and Dundas.
Dundas. Okay.
So you
So
and Urkin
maybe
should do the
Maxon
nighttime.
should do.
Technically, to this day has one less shift unless you think you're going to get jumped in Red Larch.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, never know.
Has Maxon rested already? Oh yeah, it did because it's 8 a.m. So we could just have Maxon and Dundas go through the day. Since they
Yeah,
don't
that
have
would
dark
work.
vision.
Okay,
Save Percy for nighttime.
let's do that, man.
Okay. Dundas and Maxon, make your checks.
Rolled a 17.
23.
Nice.
I haven't rolled anything below, I think, 12.
Yeah, I've been rolling 11s and 12s.
So that's
Every
bad
day.
for
All right.
other shit.
Over the course of 4 hours, you travel the last 16 miles to Red Larch, and you don't see anything until you get to the final approach to Red Larch. As you approach the town, you see outside of town a table and 2 chairs have been set out about 100 yards from the entrance to the town. 2 men sit in the chairs watching you approach. As you move forward, they eventually stand up. One is wearing a white robe, and the other is wearing commoner's clothes with a leather apron. The first man is unarmed. The second one wears a helmet and holds a large club.
Hello there.
Who goes there?
Well, you're 100 yards away. I want to know what you do.
Oh, I yelled it really loud.
Who goes there? Maxon says.
Um, so once whole. What do you guys want to do? Just roll up.
You're
Are you with us
you're the
now?
one keeping watch.
Yeah, you can watch.
Grimgar's passed out. He's
Yeah,
snoring.
We're 100
taking
yards
a
away. I
nap.
want to get to like 50 yards out. Wake up the other guys.
Have you has your character ever been to Red Larch?
I don't believe so. I mean, I've heard Red Larch a million times. I just don't think I've been there.
I think you have, but I can't remember when. Probably before you guys went to Scarlet Moon Hall.
Yeah, I think after
Oh yeah, we did stop at Red Larch. Yeah.
Air Temple.
All right. You recognize the man in the white robe is Imdar Relvander, the priest from the temple. The other guy looks like one of the trustees. Those are the butchers who act as the constables in town.
Just about to ask you that. Okay. Is William awake?
Yeah, it's noon.
I didn't know if you know, I don't know. I had to ask. William, have you been here before?
To Red Larch, yes.
You know these two gentlemen?
Don't know them by name though.
So are we good to approach?
I don't see why not. They appear to be protecting the town.
Cool. Let's go say hello. And we continue on.
Okay. You continue on, and the trustee holds up a hand to stop the wagons.
Halt!
He comes up, and Strick gets out, and he starts talking to him. And whoever's keeping watch, Maxon and Dundas, he waves the two of you over. Strick does.
Go on over.
Okay.
Hello.
He says that they need to search our wagons.
I look at William like, is that normal?
Imdar says, you must understand that in these times we have to keep a lookout on what's entering our town. Do you know that Wamford was destroyed?
Absolutely. We have nothing to hide. Go ahead and check our wagons.
Okay, so the two of them begin searching the wagons. And they're done with the first one. The second one's quick because it's only full of soldiers. They're done with the third one. And they're done with the fourth one. And they open up the back of the fifth one and they see you guys inside.
Whoa! What is this?
There's butt ass naked.
She's trying to sleep. What do you guys want?
Imdar says, "Oh, Theron, why
know
are
Imdar?
you guys? Why are you guys in a merchant wagon?"
We are on a special mission.
We're on a mission from
All
God.
right.
We're just using it because Grimgar here drank too much last night, so we stowed away on this wagon.
He pokes Grimgar, waking him up. Grimgar. Grimgar.
Oh my
Grimgar,
god.
wake up!
Oh, what's going on?
Did you investigate the crater or what?
I'm Indar. Oh boy, I was really tired there. Yeah, we did.
And
Well, we think it was the Wind Temple, Wind Cult people
if Ryan hasn't
with some.
remembered it, hopefully Grimgar's remembered by now that Imdar was the one that sent the message on behalf of the Order of the Gauntlet for Grimgar and Maxon to investigate the crater.
Yeah, he asked us about the Mud Sorcerer too. Um, I said, yeah, we think it was a Wind Cult, and they had some sort of box with the Wind Cult symbol on it, and the town didn't explode, quote unquote, because there was no sound, but it was completely destroyed.
Okay. He looks at the trustee and he says, Johann, make sure all the other checkpoints know that we need to be looking for boxes with weird symbols on it.
Yeah, we do think the next point of attack is likely, and I kind of are more quiet about this, likely Yartar. So this caravan is actually headed there. It's part of the reason we're here.
I see. Okay, well, thank you. Wish you'd said you were here. We wouldn't have wasted all this time searching your wagons.
Sorry, I was up keeping watch all last night, getting my sleep now.
Well, if you have any other contacts in town, I suggest you visit them before you leave. Maxon and
Okay.
Grimgar, you each earn one renown for the Order of the Gauntlet.
Sweet.
Was that the place where we found that pile of bodies
What?
with the woman? That we're looking for the mud sorcerer?
No, he's talking about
Place
Wamford.
is- Oh, Wamford.
He also asked us to check into the Mud Sorcerer at one point.
Remember when you guys got all those messages, that weird rock, that talking bird, the skywriting?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's when you were all instructed by your various agents to investigate the crater.
The no messages.
Yeah, Imdar messaged me a long time ago.
Another thing I forgot that this has just reminded me of, Maxon and Theron also got a renown for Emerald Enclave.
Boo.
Your rank in Emerald Enclave has increased to Summer Strider.
Nice, we're now in 3 now.
From Spring Warden, you are now Summer Striders.
Summer Strike.
Dundas, by the way, I forgot to say when this happened. He ranked up from Investigator to Inquestigator.
Oh, I swear I was going to ask you about that because I saw that. I was like, what the hell did he spell
Yep.
investigate?
What level are you guys for Order of the Gauntlet now?
3.
Number 3.
Yeah. Where the hell did it go? I just had it. Yeah, 3.
Okay, 3 in the Order of the Gauntlet increases you from a Cheval to, I don't know how to pronounce this, a Marchin. It's the word March and then EON.
So what exactly is the benefit of?
I'm getting to that.
Okay.
Increased renown will make factions more friendly to you and will allow you to gain other benefits. You start at level 1, 3 you rank up to something else. The next rank up after that is at 10. And now that some people are level 3, if you are ever in need of a hireling with specialties that relate to that organization, if you meet with a town representative of that faction, you can, for a few days, get an employee that will carry out whatever bidding you give it.
Very cool.
So anybody who is level 3 in something can do that for that faction.
Sweet.
If I go to the bathroom right now, am I gonna miss something big?
I mean, what do you got to do? Take a dump?
No, but it's all the way downstairs.
Okay, let's take a quick just take a quick break.
Okay, I'll be
and
right
we'll
back.
do the next stuff. Okay.
Okay.
All right. I'll grab a quick drink then if he's running away.
You also do a line of coke and jerk off real quick. What? Hmm.
Travis back yet? Take that as a yes.
It's all the way downstairs.
Okay.
I am back.
Is Ryan back?
Whoa, whoa, whoa!
Back.
Rob, are you here?
Yeah.
Okay. So, the last thing on that is at level 3 you rank up and that's what you get. At level 10 you rank up again. Getting there is really good because you will earn a proficiency that has something to do with that group. So you'll skill up in something and be proficient in it. And you'll get to pick from a list. So it's a good idea to try to get level 10. Each thing on your character sheet that I've listed counts as a faction. So there's the 5 that come with the game. Erkin has his own special thing. Dundas has his own special thing. Grimgar has his own special thing beyond the normal 5. And it's all set up for all of those. Okay, so you get into town, and Strict tells you that you're going to be taking a 4-hour break while they rest up, and he lets the drovers take a break and get some drinks and eat some good food since they're at a place now. He wants to leave in 4 hours, and the plan is to travel for 4 more hours, get a third of the way to Westbridge so that you'll make it all the way there by the end of the next day and spend the night there. And so you can run around Red Larch and do whatever you want, whether it's going to stores or talking to your faction representatives and Vivael's in this town and everything like that. And I didn't say it, but it was typed up in the other thing. Snagmother did recommend that you somebody at least meet up with Manglebar Lauren, the baker in town, who is a Zentarum spy more or less in the town, and she advised you that if you talk to anybody else, do not give up his identity.
That's a baker?
The baker. Nobody else in town knows he's in Tarum.
Oh, they know he's a baker, though.
They know he's a baker.
Motherfucker can bake.
Zentarum are more or less bad guys, so
I want to talk to
Anybody
him because I'm
volunteer?
Tarum.
There you go.
okay. So what does everybody want to do? Urkin, you want to head right for the bakery?
Yeah, as fast as I can.
I want to
Okay.
find if there's a place, or ask someone if there's anywhere I can sell a couple of items that I have.
What kind of items?
I have an emerald brooch and a silver chain.
You would all know that unless there was a merchant in town that deals specifically with gems and jewelry, there might be somebody in Tribor. There will definitely be somebody in Yartar.
Okay, so
Other than that, all the other towns in this area are very small and don't have that kind of thing.
got it.
And unfortunately, Market Day in Red Larch, where all the merchants come and sell things, was yesterday.
Oh,
Literally
Are there-
on my timeline, not planned out. It's just how things work.
Oh no shit.
wow.
Are there any investigation society places?
They don't have any outposts. You're going to have to run into people because they've found you.
Got it. Okay. Well,
Because
well,
that is a thing that is specific to H2O.
I want to
Gotcha.
use identify as a ritual to look at these goggles.
All right. Everybody runs off to go talk to people. You stay behind and identify the goggles, and you determine that they are goggles of night.
Ooh.
That's a real thing. Oh, Maxon.
Bring your blind ass over here.
Chris Dunn just needs them too.
I stayed with Theron. I say, I'm alright. Give him the max.
Tell them what
All
they
right.
do.
What do they do?
I didn't say that today. While wearing these dark lenses, you have dark vision out to a range of 60 feet. If you already have dark vision, wearing the goggles increases its range by 60 feet.
So
Damn.
anybody could benefit from it.
Yeah.
Does it require attunement?
Does it say somewhere when it requires attunement?
Depends on where you're looking.
Oh.
Where are you looking?
In the add items thing.
The add items thing, probably not, but if you equip it and go to the attunement section, it'll either be there or it won't.
Okay, I wasn't adding it because I didn't know if I was giving it something.
That is
I'll
a
just add it.
problem with D&D Beyond, that it's hard to determine that.
Yeah.
Some of my stuff it says requires attunement. Let's see. This does not require attunement.
What?
Ooh. You shove like toast into the microphone?
Toast?
Baby.
You're starting to
Like,
feed it.
actually, yeah.
So I guess I'll just be wearing them when everybody sees me next.
Okay, Dundas asks around trying to see if there's a jeweler. There's not. Urkin's going to Mango Bar Lauren. What are Maxon and Grimgar doing?
I want to go see Arthemere Bubble.
Okay.
We're in Red
Maxon?
Larch. I'm gonna go to that.
Yeah.
Go check in with that farmer girl.
Alright.
His wife.
All right,
Did you say
Urkin.
red light?
Yes, it's like
Urkin first.
As
So
long
you
as
go.
Daddy's not home.
You go and see Mango Bar Lauren. I'm not going to role play this because there's a lot that could happen, and I don't want to spend too much time doing that kind of stuff. Mango Bar Lauren, when you identify yourself as in Tarum, gives you two pieces of information. Number one, he warns you that he has heard of some casters, spellcasters, in the area around Tribor. The 12, which are the police force up there, highly skilled soldiers that Finton actually fought with. The 12 are on edge, especially considering they recently had a fight with one of the cults. He doesn't know which one it was.
Ooh.
He also believes that one or more of the cults have a spy in Red Larch. He asks
Dun,
you.
dun.
He asks you if you have anything that would indicate that there is a spy.
Yes, me that?
Yeah. Do you have anything that would indicate there's a spy in Red Larch?
I just got here. Seems okay.
Make a history check.
Six plus 6.
6. You don't remember having any evidence of that. He asks you to return at some point, and if he has more information, then maybe you can help him root the spy out.
Wow.
That's hot.
And I will tell you guys, I promised myself that I would tell you, that you do have some evidence.
I could.
And I'm not going to tell you what it is. Okay. Maxon, you find the farm girl and you have sex.
Oh, I was just
Nice.
looking for some hospitality. That's all.
Yes,
You got some.
you get her hot steamy buns.
All right.
Right. She makes you like a ham and then just starts blowing you while you eat.
Best
See why
ham
he went
ever.
there.
Grimgar goes to Arthemere Bubble's shop. He sees that it is closed. There's a note outside that says "Gone to Phandalin."
Hmm.
You will recall that Romulus was trying to strike up a deal with Arthemere Bubble to get potions shipped to Phandalin. You assume that that's what's happening. So good job, Jack. You pulled the heal potion guy out of town.
Asshole.
I curse Romulus's name.
Dick.
What do you do?
Okay.
That's fast for you. So, what do you do next?
Um.
And if you don't know, we can go to Theron, who only took 10 minutes to do his thing.
Well, I guess I'd go and want to talk a little more with Imdar.
Okay.
He's probably still out where he was. I guess
He
that
is.
wasn't that far, right?
No, it's not a very big town.
Yeah. I want to go talk to him.
Okay. What do you
I'll
want to
go
talk
with
about?
him, assuming our
Uh,
times line up.
Just ask him if he's got any news that he thinks should be shared with me. Tell him we're trying to investigate the Colts and stuff. If he's heard anything about that.
Does not have any news.
Okay. I guess I'll go back into town.
Okay.
Try to find somebody from the party.
So you're with Theron right there.
Oh, Theron too?
Yeah.
Yeah, I won't
Oh,
leave you to
yeah.
Endar.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, then
Guess
to look
we'll
at there and say,
wander around
what should
and
we do?
look for some characters.
Who do you want to talk
I
to?
don't have anywhere that I need to specifically go. What are our options? Like, is there
Should
anything more specific than what you told us already?
can we
Well,
just
I
kind of go to
mean,
the center? Sorry.
you were advised to talk to whatever faction agents you had in Red Larch.
Do I have any Emerald Enclave agents there?
Yeah.
So I'll go see that person.
That's Halia Hanadrome.
Is that Henry? Okay.
Okay.
Let's see what I've got on her.
Is there anyone from? There's probably no one from the Mintarn mercenaries here, is there?
There is not. There was, but Captain Hammerstrike left.
Yeah, he's gone. Anyone from?
Theron, you go to Halia with Grimgar then?
Yeah, if they'll allow it.
Okay. All right. You go. She is curious about the crater. You explain to her what happened. What do you tell her in terms of who deserves credit?
Who deserves credit for?
Investigating it.
I guess the it was the gauntlet, right? The
All right, so you get an Emerald Enclave renown, and Maxon does not. Do you tell her anything else?
I'll just mention about she's the one. Well, it's right after. I don't know if she's. I think she's the one that told me about the
Mhm.
herbs that were stolen from Golden Fields.
And what
I
do you
think she
tell?
was
What
the
do you
one that
tell
told
her?
me that. That we found some of them used for teleportation by the water cults.
Okay, you get a point for that. Do you tell her anything else?
That I don't think so. That Maxon has been with us, and I'll send him to see her shortly.
He doesn't have to come see her. So Maxon gets a point for the herbs. You get one renown for Emerald Enclave, Maxon.
Okay. Does that change the rank or wait, no,
No,
we already
it
went to that.
brings you up to a 4.
I'm a 5.
Okay, that's everything you tell her?
Let me just double check because I've got like 3 sets of notes.
While you're checking, you want me to jump to somebody else?
Sure.
Okay, hold on. I gotta make the creator one for Rob Red. There we go. Okay. Grimgar is with you. Urkin, what do you go do? Anything?
Look for spy.
Okay, Urkin does nothing. Urkin just kind of chills around. Maxon, anything else you want to do today?
Not that I can think of.
Okay, Dundas?
Is there a tavern?
Yeah, you can go to the tavern.
I'd like to try to get like a mini keg.
Okay. I gotta open up my prices. Travis, let me know when you're ready. Bless you.
Okay. I don't think I have anything else.
Do you leave?
Yeah.
You missed out on points for reporting on Scarlet Moon. You had initially been sent by the druid in Phandalin to check out Scarlet Moon Hall on behalf of the Emerald Enclave.
I guess none of my keywords
Yeah.
triggered on here.
That's okay. I'm making it so that it's possible to get points more often, so it's okay if you miss some. Before it was so infrequent that like I had to remind you every time because I didn't want you guys to miss them.
Yeah.
So you're gonna miss some now and then, but remembering helps. Let's see. Do I have keg? No, I don't. Okay, so how much is beer? But I should look at what is wine bottles. That'll. 5 gold, and you can get a mini keg of good ale.
Will do.
All right.
Good.
So you can put mini keg of good ale in your inventory.
5 gold. Okay.
Okay. While you are at the while you're at the tavern, a man approaches you and tells you that his name is Endrith Valovo, and he is a member of the Harpers, and he has heard of you, the investigator Triton from H2O, and he tells you that the aim of the Harpers is to be a secret organization of do-gooders who intends to help as many people as possible with all manner of problems. And he asks if you would like to join the organization.
What's it called?
The Harpers.
The
Oh,
Harpers.
I'm part of the Harpers.
Sure.
Okay. So in the area where we're talking about ranks and all that, you start out as a renowned 2 Harper with the rank of Watcher.
Harper.
All right.
Where was
Alright.
He's at the tavern right now.
he? I gotta find a reason to go to the tavern.
I want to go see Magla Tarnlar.
Okay. USC Magla Tarnlar.
And I say, I don't think I've met her before.
I don't think you have either.
Yeah, but I remember her name from that bird or whatever it was
Yes.
when we were
Uh-huh.
alerted to the destruction of Wamford.
Uh-huh.
So I find her and I say hello.
We're not going
My
to
name
roleplay it.
is okay. I introduce myself, blah blah blah,
Uh-huh.
and tell her I'm part of Lord's Alliance and investigated Wamford with Romulus and tell her how it was destroyed, blah blah blah.
Okay. All right. So you get a point for the crater. Are you what level? You're 2 on that, I think. No.
Yeah.
Okay. She says that she does have another mission for you. She wants to know who is behind the increase in the Yartar kidnappings. She tells you that they believe that the cult of howling hatred is likely behind it. Let's see here. Kenku have been spotted. They are believed to be behind the kidnappings and part of howling hatred. What people are seeing is that in addition to the Kenku, there are men in green robes and other men in black hooded cloaks. This has been occupying most of the Lord's Alliance efforts in Yartar, which has led to a noticeable increase in crime due to the distraction. Water Baron Nestor Ruthiel has her hands full dealing with this, and the people aren't happy about it. She wants to know who is helping the cultists.
I ask her if she has any idea about who might be attacking, if any of the groups in Yartar might be attacking caravans, not wanting caravans to get to the city.
She doesn't know.
I ask her if there were any other missions she was interested in. I don't have any myself, so.
No.
Okay. Any other news of cults or anything she has to share?
No.
Okay. That's it.
Okay.
Then if I have time too, I'd like to go to the tavern quick.
Okay. Grimgar heads to the tavern.
Was I still with him that whole time?
If you want to be.
Sure.
Okay.
I say while we're walking, I say, those damn Kenku, they're nothing but trouble. Those damn
I
Kenku
know,
are.
right? Yet to meet a good Kenku.
You walk by, and one of the wanted posters are still up, and someone's written asshole across it. Poor Packy.
At the tavern, I just want to look around and see if anything looks strange, if there's any strange people or anything in there.
Yeah, if there's anybody I know might know there, possibly
Yeah.
from the Harpers.
Nobody strange, but Endrith is there.
I go see Andrith.
Uh-huh.
Hey, Andrith.
He says hi.
We investigated Wamford, and then I'll just share everything that we learned from it.
Okay, you get a Harper point.
Yes. And then let's see. I also we also found some Brunite bars. I'm not sure if they're related to the Yartar thing.
He tells you that he heard that a shipment of Runite bars were stolen from the hand of Yartar.
Okay. So one of our party members has some Brunite bars, but I don't know that they're the exact same.
Okay.
Just let him know that,
Mhm.
and that we'll hold on to it. What else have I got here? I met Arg Fogset,
Who?
who's teamed up with the Arg Fogset, the guy that
I don't know who that
teamed up
is.
with the Turtle. You teamed up with the Turtle. Is that you or Endrith?
This is
Saying you
Hendrith.
don't. Oh, okay. Yeah, he's another Harper that was on a mission near us.
There's another Harper on a mission near us, and I don't know who it is.
Oh.
That doesn't sound right to me.
You've never heard of the name Arg Fogset?
No. Who was he?
He said he was
What
on a
was he?
mission.
Am I still with you?
Yeah.
I say he was a grung,
Grung?
like a frog. Yeah, like a frog person.
I don't. Grung are stupid. I don't think we have any. I don't think we have. They're barely like intelligent creatures. We don't have any Harper members that are Grung.
Hmm. That's good to know. In case I run into him
Yeah,
again.
that is good to know. I'm gonna spread the
Sounds
word on
like-
this. Find out what
Yeah,
the
sounds
hell's
like he
going
tricked
on.
us.
He's with a fire turtle. Well, she wasn't made
Fire
of fire or
turtle?
anything, but she was a turtle, and she uses fire magic. Well,
Well,
fire cult.
shit.
She's a fire cultist.
He told you he was a Harper?
That's what my book says.
Damn.
Yeah.
All right, that's a problem.
Yeah.
If you could find out what that's all about, I'm gonna work on that. I'm gonna work on that right now. You got
Cool.
anything else? I gotta go.
I don't think so. Just watch out for the cultists.
What color was he?
Can I roll to remember what color he was?
Yeah, you can.
I'll
Make a history
assist him.
check.
I'll also want to think about it.
Uh huh.
Okay. 11.
Was that with advantage?
No. 13.
Yeah, there wouldn't be any reason for you to forget. Black and purple.
He's a black and purple drunk.
Okay. All right. Thank you. He heads out.
You're welcome.
Got about an hour left before the wagon's got to go. Anything else anybody wants to do?
Nah, I'm good. What's William
Can
doing? I
I
want to go find him.
Get a beer and ask the bartender if he knows anything strange going on in town. That's all.
Yep. It's just more of the same things you've already heard.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
All right. You guys get back to the wagons.
I have
Nobody.
a question.
Yeah.
So if there's wagons constantly being attacked all the time, would that mean that there would be like remnants of wagon attacks that we've been passing constantly?
I mean, you've seen some.
Would we be able to possibly investigate one of the previously attacked wagons for clues as to who may have committed it? We did that one time.
Yeah, I mean, as generally as you're going by these, we're kind of skipping over that, but the majority of them are obviously humanoid bandits or monsters of some sort.
The one that we just went past was just a fresh one.
Yes. It was only interesting because it was fresh. There was still smoke rising from it.
Okay.
That's a very
That's
good
all.
question, though.
What is my rank now as Emerald or as Harper? I'm with
Oh, you're a 3?
now.
Okay.
Yeah.
douchebag?
Harp Shadow. Who is taking the 4 to 8 shift?
I will.
Okay, that's Max in second.
I think I'm
I'll
just
do it.
going through all of the whole shift, right?
Originally, you had said that Dundas and Maxon were going to burn through both of theirs.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
So Maxon and Dundas?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure.
Thank you.
Okay, make your checks.
Consider myself checking.
12.
17. Holy mo.
17, alright.
Again, same
job.
one from last time.
On the way out of town, you see that there are two men at this entrance conducting a checkpoint. It looks like it's probably a trustee and a farmer. They don't bother the convoy since you're leaving, and so you move past them with no problem. As you make your way down the road, the camera shifts back into Red Larch, where Vivielle Alejandrovine has a stack of notes next to the book, back at the All Faith Shrine. All right.
Camera shifts.
Camera shifts.
She's just got this big ass stack of notes next to her. Let's see here. So you travel for a couple hours, and eventually you reach an area of the plain which appears to have flooded recently. There is a 15-foot wide stream ahead, and a low area to the left is covered in mud. There is a bridge, and the other shore is slightly higher and seems completely dry. Someone, perhaps a local farmer, has placed some gravel and hay on the road, and the progress of the oxen is unimpeded. There are only a few trees in the area, and some hay is piled up on the road ahead. Well, just to the side of it, on the road ahead. So I got your rolls already. I want to know what the two of you are paying attention to as the wagons begin crossing this bridge.
So, just real quick. So as we're approaching the bridge, there's hay on the side of the road. On our side of the road, like on
Well,
the side of the bridge
you're
that
on the
we're on?
road, so there's nothing on your side of the road. But this is across the bridge, just about 40 feet ahead. There's just a big pile of hay, which looks like hay that was left over from putting it on the road so that the road wasn't all muddy.
That's what it looks like. Okay.
Yeah, there's gravel, there's hay on the road. It's trying to keep the road dry so that things aren't getting stuck, and the wagons don't get stuck as you begin to cross.
Okay. So, okay. So I got a little confused with that. So that's on before we cross the bridge.
On the other side of the bridge, about 40 feet past the end of the bridge.
So we already passed the bridge.
Nope. Your wagons have just started crossing the bridge.
Gotcha. Okay, I see where you're getting now. Oh, yeah. I'm just checking the stability of the bridge. I don't know if I can make a check on that type of. And
The first wagon with Maxon sitting in front crosses the bridge and doesn't appear to have any problems.
okay. Just have each wagon cross one at a time and just keep moving.
Okay. As the third wagon finishes crossing the bridge, there is some sudden movement on the left, and the drover on the fifth wagon next to Dundas suddenly cries out in alarm. A giant crocodile has pushed its way out from the mud, and a second one has emerged from the water beneath the bridge.
Try crocodile, you say?
Yep. Hold on a second. Oh, come on. I think I need to reset my computer at some point to clear some bullshit.
Clear that buzz. Sparrow?
All right. This is where we at. And
Nice.
two giant crocodiles. are attacking.
Sparrow!
Crikey.
What
Croc.
does sparrow mean?
What does sparrow mean? Erkin says.
I mean, crocodile!
That's so funny that he forgot.
All
Alright. The initiative for this is going to be the Zentarum Scouts first, the Crocodiles second, Erkin third, Maxon, Dundas, Percy, Grimgar, Strict, Theron, and then the Drovers.
Okay.
Alright, last. I do have to move around a couple of things here. This Drover's lad. And this Drover's lad. Each crammed in here. And Dundas. Oops. Dundas is in front. And Maxon is up here. Percy is, oops, what the hell did I just do? Is inside the wagon. Okay.
Yep.
Now, the Crocodiles go in a surprise round because they were not spotted.
Damn Crocs.
They were hidden very well. Alright. The first one charges out of the mud at your drover and tries to
no.
tries to bite her. And he does. And remember, this is a giant croc, so this thing's fucking huge. He grabs her in his jaws and pulls her from the wagon. She's in his mouth. As he turns, he swings his tail at one of the oxen. And it is dead. Now, because I can't remember how I had intended to get rid of oxen. Just gonna make him red. Dead. Smashes that oxen, killing him. This one comes out and goes for the drover on that wagon. Yep. He makes his tail attack on the wheel of that wagon and smashes it. And he's going to move over to here, and this one's going to move over to here with the food they just grabbed.
That farmer would have put up a sign warning us of giant crocodiles.
That's right. All right, now we're at the top of the initiative. The scouts get to go. They hear all the yelling and screaming, and the four of them, if I could disconnect them from the wagon, seeing that one of the drovers has been grabbed, are going to jump out of the wagon, and they're each, the four of them, going to make longbow shots against this motherfucking crocodile that just came out of nowhere. They each get to make two. So the first volley, giant crocodile AC is 14. We got only 2 hits there. The second volley, only 1 hit. Wow, those are some shitty ass rolls. So 3 total hits is going to be 3d6 plus 2. Plus 2, plus 2, plus 2. 3d6, I got 5, 10. Plus 6, that's 16 total damage to that croc.
Frankie.
And then they're going to move away so that they aren't so close to this crocodile that just grabbed somebody in its mouth. The crocodiles then go second in the initiative, and they use their action to eat these people. Erkin.
Well, fuck. Let's get out and attack the one closest to me, moving within 10 feet, but not 5 feet.
All right. Magical or terrain does not slow you down, correct?
As long as it's non-magical.
Non-magical terrain, right? So the mud does not slow you down, Erkin, as you run through it.
Hooray. There's mud here. Let's begin whipping the crocodile.
All
like
right.
a bitch.
You pull your whip. It's swallowing a person as you begin whipping it.
But first, bonus action, Hunter's Mark.
Hunter's Mark. Ping! It makes that noise.
And I'm going to do 3 whippies.
I'm gonna give him 1 whippy.
28.
Hit.
Oh.
4 plus 8 plus 5.
17.
17 damage. What did you take anyway when you leveled up?
I did Wood Elf magic.
What does that do?
It gives me Long Strider's spell and Pass Without Trace, and I learned a cantrip Infestation.
Sweet. Okay.
Second attack. 17 plus 9, 26.
Hit.
The 1 plus 8 plus 3.
12 more damage.
Nice.
Final attack. And the third one does an extra, I think. Extra D8. 8 plus 9.
Hit.
17.
These are big crocodiles. They're easy to hit. Unless you're apparently an archer.
This is going to be a good one.
Fucking
I was
missed
about to
it.
say.
I rolled so bad for them.
All right. 2 plus 8 plus 2 plus another 8.
20. All right.
Nice. Well done, sir.
I'm the best.
That crocodile just took 49 damage from you.
I
Wow.
got remaining movement, right?
Oh, yeah. You've
Let's
used
move
about
to-
15 feet.
Let's go along the bridge. I have 55 feet of movement.
What do you mean go along it?
Like go across it if I can,
Okay.
as far as I can go.
It's 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. You have 55?
Yeah.
You're right in the middle of the bridge where it's definitely safe. All
Hooray.
right.
If you didn't get those
Maxon, you are in front of the wagon and you see all this shit going down behind you.
I'm still on the wagon.
Yep, you're nice and safe on this wagon up front.
I'm gonna.
Yeah, he says, go, go.
He grabs
Can
the
the top
reins.
of the
Jesus.
can the
I was
top
thinking
of the wagon support my weight?
No, it's canvas stretched over poles.
Can I see over it?
No.
Even if I stand on the seat?
No. You can see over, but you're not shooting a bow over it. I mean, you'd have to hold it over your head.
Alright, can I move up to that tree stump?
Yeah, sure. So you want to jump out what, the right or the left?
The left.
You hop out of the left and you start running toward the tree stump. When a crocodile hiding in the hay
No fucking.
uses its reaction to bite you.
That's what that was?
Oh yeah. Fits over it real nice, doesn't it? Okay, he can only make one attack though. He tries to bite you. Oh, it's pretty bad. 12.
Miss.
All right. He tries to bite you and he misses. I'm gonna move the hay underneath him so that you can actually see him. All right. It's still your turn. He's already used his reaction to attack.
I'm gonna use.
Nate, no shit.
I mean, damn.
How come he didn't use his turn during his initiative?
Because he was trying to surprise you.
He's being
Oh.
sneaky.
He did use his turn during his initiative. He readied an action that if anyone got close to him, he'd try to swallow them.
Crocodile 1. Maximum 0.
I'm gonna use my evasive footwork to get away from it.
You don't have to. He already used his reaction.
Oh,
Doing that was his
uh,
reaction, so he can't attack you again on your turn.
I want to get on the other side of the wagon.
Okay?
I'm gonna use the space in between the wagons to shoot him.
Okay, so you're moving to here.
Yeah,
Okay, go ahead.
and it's gonna be a sharpshooter.
So you've used 25 feet. Okay, sharpshooter.
I got 15 plus 10 minus 5.
Yep, it's still a 20. It's definitely a hit.
I got a 4, 3. What is it? Plus the 10. Plus
So it's a 22.
22.
Okay? It's a lot of damage.
I'm gonna do it again.
Sharpshooter again.
18 plus 10.
Okay, 18 plus 10 minus 5 is 23. Hit.
I got a 6, a 2,
6, 2, 5, and 10. 23 more
23.
damage. Okay?
And oh, how much damage? Oh, he missed. That's right. I'm gonna use my action surge
Okay.
and do.
He's bloodied already.
I'm gonna do a trip attack on him.
Okay.
I got a 9 plus 10.
Okay, 19. Okay. He
So
makes
I'll
a
get to
strength
use-
save, right?
Yeah, he has to do
What's
that.
the DC?
DC 16 strength save throw.
Okay. 23. He's a giant
And I get
crocodile.
to
He's very
use-
strong.
And I get to use extra D8 on my attack.
On the attack, not the damage, right?
Or, yes, expend 1 superiority die to add to the total damage.
Oh, to the damage. Okay.
So I got an 8, 3, and a 3.
19 total. Alright.
And that's it.
Use your action surge. You get to attack again.
Oh.
Your action is multi-attack.
Fuck it, I'll do another sharpshooter.
Okay?
18 again.
Alright, hit.
4 plus 4
8,
plus 5.
13,
23
23
again.
damage. Alright. Okay. He looks like he's almost dead.
I
He's
was really angry about with the person they ate.
your necrotic arrows hitting him. His skin has blackened. He looks in really shitty shape from all this necrotic damage you've done to him. Dundas.
Hello. I would like to use blast
Uh-huh.
on the closest crocodile and then the middle crocodile. In that order, please.
Okay.
First roll for attack, 11 plus 9.
Hit.
damage. D10. I got a 10 plus 5, so 15.
Okay.
Second attack. Roll 9 plus 9. Oh no, I'm sorry. 9 plus 10. The last one was plus 10 too.
Hit.
D10. 9 plus 14.
14.
Yes, sir. And I sit there on that wagon.
Okay, you sit there on the driverless wagon, missing one oxen. Percy.
Some bullshit. He's next.
Okay, Percy does nothing. He sits in the wagon. Grimgar.
I will, hearing the commotion, hop on out.
Okay, which way?
I assume I gotta hop out the back way first, right? It's only
Uh-huh.
open to the back.
Okay.
And then I see the one crocodile from here, correct?
Yeah.
Closest to me. Yeah. How's he look?
He is bloodied.
Okay. I will use hold the dead on him, so wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom saving throw. Crocodiles, being a creature of nature, are
Super smart.
terrible at wisdom. They have a +0.
Hmm.
3.
Break
Yes.
even.
As opposed
Yes,
to
he's-
his intelligence, which is -4.
Ooh.
Wow.
He's a crocodile.
All right, so 2d12.
This stuff generally makes sense.
Mine
Wow, I
is
rolled-
-1.
I rolled 2 1s.
2 1s. He takes 2.
2 damage.
So he hears the gong and he kind of looks around annoyed.
2d12. I rolled 2.
It makes him blink.
Ah, god damn it. Well, that sucked balls.
Okay.
Shit happens, bro.
I'm gonna use spiritual weapon too.
Okay. Use a bonus action to cast spiritual weapon.
Yep. And then I'm gonna attack him with that. That can be within 20 feet of me. Or I'm sorry, 60 feet of me. Actually, I can cast.
Yep.
I'll cast it right above him.
Yeah, I figured you'd want to be able to move it to the next guy. back up to
11
right
on the
there.
attack roll, though.
Miss.
God damn it.
So
What
he
a
hears the
shitty
the
turn.
dinging and it makes his tail twitch a bit, and then when your spiritual weapon appears, it just misses. And Grimgar shits himself too.
Yeah. And I fall down.
Right in the mud, and then the
Fucking
ox
idiot.
steps on him and then pisses on him. You take
I
45
will-
damage from the oxen stepping on you.
I'm gonna move around to the side of the wagon there, by the dead oxen,
Okay.
to the left of him,
Okay, what's your speed?
or to the west of him. My speed's 25.
Okay. So you get to here.
Okay, that's fine.
You're running through. Well, actually, wait, because you could get to there, because the path is fine and you started out there.
Okay.
That is your turn. Okay.
What a shitty turn.
It is now William. It's supposed to be Wilhelm. I kept calling him William. Strick's turn. I gotta look back at what he can do. He sees how much Maxon has fucked up the crocodile up here, and so he charges it, draws his longsword, and slashes at it with both hands. That's a 17. That's a hit, and it had 3 hit points left. So he stabs it, and it dies.
Damn.
Oh. I crossed off the wrong one. Alright. Croc dies. He's got another attack, but he doesn't want to get close to the croc. So he is going to move a little bit further away so that he will be able to shoot his crossbow next turn. Okay, Theron.
Do these crocs have any resistances to anything that I should know? Or are they just
Make-
regular crocs?
Make an intelligence check.
17 plus 8.
These are beasts, and beasts don't typically have resistances.
Oh, cool. Okay. I will get out the back way.
This isn't like a magical creature. It's just a big crocodile.
Yeah, that's really what I was wondering.
The back.
And I'll use Ray of Frost.
Okay.
On the one right there. Let's see. Not great. With my 9. So 12 to hit.
12 to hit. No.
Okay.
Does not hit.
I have a +9 to hit. I roll a 3.
Ouch.
I will. So he's slowed. Well, he's not slowed. Never mind, because I missed. I'm gonna hop back in the wagon.
Okay, Theron hops back in the wagon that has no driver and only one oxen.
Yes.
Alright, it's now the drover's turn. The top 2 wagons keep on moving. And I'm going to move them over because they make it all the way off the map.
Copy.
This one, the drover's lad, grabs the reins and gets this wagon up to here. This one follows right behind. This one only has 1 oxen, and I gotta think about what would happen with that. Yep. Okay, so this wagon with Percy and Dundas and Theron on it comes over here, and the oxen's on the bridge, but the wagon, the right wheels don't make it on, and it gets stuck right there with the oxen nearly falling off. These people in a panic go flying by the wagon that's stuck on the bridge. It's not meant for 2 wagons at once, and make it across just fine.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Bring those boots out there.
Nobody tried to
damn
do
it.
anything about the Oh, actually, one of these had a broken wheel too. What wagon was that?
Well, they just calm down. We're killing these stupid
It was
crocodiles.
wagon 3. It was this one here. So this one's stuck in the road, right here, and this one goes around him on the right, and has to stop to avoid running over Maxon. Yeah, let's just calm down the giant crocodiles we just saw eat 2 of our friends alive.
Yeah, but now we're out there.
Well, the people in the back didn't do too good of a job just now. As far as
6
they
seconds
could, as
ago.
far as they can tell, you and Theron didn't do anything. All right. It is now. Yeah, it's been 6 seconds. They have no time to process that they shouldn't be terrified. These guys are kind of blocked off by the wagon, so they're going to have to move north in order to make their arrow shots. So they all move up to like that. And they're going to make their volley of arrows again. 8 shots. Miss. Natural 20 hit. So we got a natural 20 and 1 hit. And wow, 3, 3, 3, 18. So 2 hits and a natural 20. It's going to be 4d6 plus 6. 8, 9, 10, 11, 17 total damage to the top crocodile. Alright, and that is their turn, and it is now the crocodile turn, because the way this goes, the NPCs always go back to back to back so that I get exhausted. This one's going to charge forward and bite at Grimgar. That is a 20.
That's it.
Okay. And you take piercing damage in the amount of... Oh, shit. Oh, no. 21 piercing damage. And you are grappled in the jaws of the crocodile.
Okay.
He's then going to bridges over there. He'll swing around that way. What's his movement? It's only supposed to be 30 feet, so hold on. I'll say he gets to there, trying to get around Grimgar to go after people on the bridge. And since Grimgar is currently in his mouth, he can't use his tail attack on Grimgar. So he only gets one attack. What the hell did I do with the guy that was on that? Oh, I lost him. Alright. So he wouldn't have just stayed on there with the broken. He fucking ran over here. So the crocodile goes up and attempts to bite one of the oxen. He missed. So he misses the oxen, and frustrated, he makes another tail attack on the wagon, and he misses. Holy shit. I rolled 2 natural 2s.
Oh,
So his turn is over, and it's Erkin's turn.
I'm gonna run up to within 10 feet of the northern crocodile. And I'm gonna start whipping him.
Uh-huh.
I can't move my hunter's mark until the other guy's dead, but can I like recast it on that one?
If you want to use another spell slot, you can.
Yeah, let's just do that. Alright. 2 whips coming up. 28.
28's a hit.
1 plus 8 plus 1.
10 damage.
Hit him again. 12 plus 9 sets 21.
Hit.
3 plus 8 plus 3.
14. Alright. He seems to be a non-terrible hit away from dying.
Cool. Let's take 1 step to the left. That's a good spot.
Maxon.
I'm gonna shoot that crocodile.
Uh-huh.
Normal attack. 4 plus 10.
4 plus 10 is a hit. His AC is 14.
nice.
My D4 go.
It's so ridiculous. Maxon hits so often that when he misses, he assumes they have immunity.
I got a 4, a 1, and 5, 9.
10. 10 damage.
10.
He had 10 hit points left.
Wow.
That croc is dead. 1 left.
I want to walk, get to where broken wheel is on the wagon. If I can get that far.
You're just short.
Alright, I want to shoot. Can I see the yellow alligator?
Yes.
Can I shoot him without hitting Grimgar?
Yes. Because you're not going to
Okay.
be... Unless you're trying to shoot him in the mouth, then no. Because that's where Grimgar
No.
is.
Going for a body shot.
Let's go for a body shot, yeah.
12 plus 10.
Hit.
Got a 7, a 1, 13 total.
13 damage. Alright.
That's it.
Okay. Dundas.
I'm gonna jump off the wagon.
You're
to the left,
teetering over the river. Okay, you jump off.
and I want to look at what's he look like to me. How badly is he hurt?
The crocodile?
Yes, the crocodile.
He is past bloodied. He was bloodied and then he took 1 more hit.
All right. So I'll move. How far am I from him? I can't really see.
20 feet.
I'm gonna cast Blight on him.
Okay.
He's a 17 Constitution saving.
17 Constitution saving throw. 17.
You gotta be shitting me.
Roll a 14
so
plus 3.
I will roll 8d8 and he gets half.
All right. While you're rolling, you tally it up. I'll tell them what this spell does.
Okay.
Light is a level 4 spell. Necromantic energy washes over a creature of your choice that you can see, draining moisture and vitality from it. The target must make a Constitution saving throw, taking 8d8 necrotic damage on a fail or half on a success. The spell has no effect on undead or constructs. If you target a magical plant creature or magical plant, it makes the saving throw with disadvantage, and the spell deals max damage.
Oh,
Whoa.
If you target a
crack as
non-magical,
fuck.
if you target a non-magical plant that isn't a creature, such as a tree or shrub, it doesn't make a saving throw. It simply withers and dies.
Hmm.
Because it's blight.
So half of 35.
Half of 35 is
So
17.
17.
All right, it is still alive.
Dick, I say. And I.
That's just a lucky roll. I mean, he had a +3, 7. You know,
Yeah.
so.
I'll shit, the wagon's hanging off. I'm gonna go to the front of the ox that's there,
Uh-huh.
and try to calm him down for a minute.
Okay, that would take an action. You already used your action.
Yeah, well.
You can do that next turn.
I'm gonna stand there.
Percy.
Percy's gonna fly out
Uh-huh.
and generally just look in our surroundings, making sure there's.
All right, he looks around. Make a perception check. Grimgar, you are in the mouth of a giant crocodile. You are grappled. Your speed is 0. You can't benefit from any speed bonuses. If you want to get out of his mouth, you have to make a athletics or acrobatics check to get released from the grapple.
No, I'm gonna try to hit him.
Okay. You can
So
do
I'm gonna use my battle axe.
Uh-huh.
Q. So I will attack with that. And that is 16 on the attack roll.
It's a hit.
And then I'm gonna use my divine strike on this as well, so I get an extra d8 of radiant damage. So it's gonna be 2d8 plus 5. 5, 2, 7, and 5. 13 damage.
13 damage. All right. You're flailing about in the mouth of this giant crocodile. You hold your axe in the air. It glows with radiant energy, and you swing it on the crocodile, doing a good amount of damage to it. You said 13?
Yeah.
Okay, let me just check something. All right, it's still alive.
God damn it. Oh, and I've got my bonus action.
Uh-huh.
How far away is my spiritual weapon from me?
Probably more than 30 feet.
Yeah, I'll move it closer anyway.
Yeah, I'll say you can attack with it. It's close enough.
So let me roll the attack.
It zooms over.
Total of 20 on the attack.
Okay.
And then that's 1d8 plus 5. 4, 9 damage.
9 damage. What is the shape of that thing, by the way? What does it look like?
I think I picked a mace.
It's a mace. All right. So what
Yeah.
actually happens is you swing your battle axe, dealing the radiant damage. The mace is swinging on the other side, and they collide together on either side of his throat, and he just falls lifelessly to the ground, and you roll out of his mouth.
Hooray! Wait,
And
my brow.
we are out of
Stuff.
initiative.
Guys, we need to get this fucking wagon backed up.
Yeah.
So together you manage to back the oxen up and get it so it's not teetering on the edge anymore.
Whew.
You've got one wagon missing an oxen, you've got one wagon missing a wheel, and you've got 2 dead drivers.
Maxon, use the oxen bones to make wheels.
They have extra
Actually,
wheels.
I was gonna
No, there's extra parts.
use
was
mending on it.
Before.
Oh, you ended up taking mending?
Yeah,
Oh, nice.
or if it'll work on it, I don't know. Mending. It says it fixes a break,
Let me see.
1 foot.
break or a
What
tear.
else do you spell?
Yeah, those wheels aren't that big.
How many oxen are dead? Just the one?
Just one.
This one.
Okay, let me roll to see how, because it took a hit from an alligator, a giant crocodile tail. I'm gonna roll to see how bad shape it is. So I'm gonna roll a d20, and
Nice system with the mending.
the damage is severe. Mending does not work to repair this wheel, but that's fine because you're a carpenter, and they had extra wheels.
Huh.
Let me look and see. Looking through the supplies in, I think it was wagon 4. You look to see what they have and their current supplies. They had 4 extra wheels. So you use one, they got 3 left now. They also have 2 extra axles, you see. So they have 2 axles and 3 more wheels left. Since it's 10 o'clock, we'll worry about the oxen, the missing oxen, and what that means for that wagon next time.
I will disguise myself as an ox.
You'll trick that wagon into moving.
I'll
come on.
polymorph Dundas into a oxen. And I'll have to recast it every hour.
2 missing people. Got it. Okay. So what does everybody think so far of this mission?
Intense. I like it.
It's been good.
It's fun.
Well, good.
I can't stop coughing after it.
Yeah, I
You're
know.
just gonna trick the wagon.
Stupid wagon.
When do we want to play next week?
I'm good any day.
I'm gone Monday through Friday.
Okay.
But I don't know, I might be around some night.
What's the best night you think? Or you're just not sure?
Actually, it's California time, isn't it? So that's 3 hours left.
Yeah, it's 7 here right now. We usually
so
start
probably
at 4:30.
not. Probably not then.
Any night works for me.
What day?
I said any night should work for me besides Tuesday.
Yeah.
I think.
I can't
Pretty
Thursday.
flexible. I'm pretty flexible, so whatever you guys decide.
Monday or Wednesday again.
Yeah, either one.
Yeah, Monday or Wednesday would be great.
Well, let's go for Monday then.
Monday it is.
Why in the hell does it show up? Anybody have any questions? Anything we need to figure out at all? Talk about? No? Okay.
Nope.
I don't think so.